Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you are. My name is Said Ahmed, and today I'm going to present my presentation on my final year project, which was on wax appearance prediction model. So these are the content that we are going to cover in this presentation. We are going to start with the research problem, aim and objective, overall block diagram, results, as well as the conclusion. So starting with the research problem, the most challenging thing which is facing the petroleum industry is work deposition. So work deposition occur when the wax deposit on the pipeline, the side of the pipeline, and this will lead to the decrease of the area, and this will raise a problem of transporting less volume of oil from the wellhead or the manifold to the platform. So to deal with this problem, usually wax management is done, whereby the operation stops and the people start to remove the wax from the pipeline, but this will increase the cost. So that's why it's very important and crucial to understand the wax appearance temperature. At what temperature this wax start to precipitate. This will reduce the cost of the wax management. So in this project, we are going to generate a prediction model whereby by seeing the easier parameter to find, we can identify the wax appearance temperature of a certain sample. So these are the aim and objectives, whereby the aim is of the research is to generate a wax appearance temperature prediction model. The objectives is to understand, to investigate the wax appearance temperature of Malaysian waxy crude oil, to evaluate the effect of microcrystalline wax on wax appearance temperature, to develop a prediction model based on the amount of microcrystalline wax and wax appearance temperature. So this is the block diagram whereby we can see what we conducted in our experiment. So the first thing, we treat we preheat treatment, which involved the heating of the crude oil. Why we do this? We do this so as to get the homogeneous mixture. Okay, and then two methodologies were conducted, which involved the CPM methodology, whereby this was conducted to observe the monology of the sample, and DSC phonology, which involved the getting the thermography, the heat release when the precipitation occurred, and then the recordings were recorded. So as we can see, this was the results from the two methodologies, where on the top we can see the methodology of each sample, and below we can see the thermography. Okay, so starting from the top, we can see the wax precipitated, and the measurements were taken to measure the how long was the wax, because we have micro and macro crystals. And below here we can see the chart which show the two humps, whereby the smaller hump represent micro because there is a small heat release, and for the large hump, which represent the macro, because there is a large heat release. So the same thing which is done for the sample A1 all the way to sample A7. So as we can see, two recordings were done for macro and micro, but for this research we concentrate only on micro, because it's the one that occurs earlier than macro. So these were the prediction models which were created. As we can see, two parameters were selected as density and viscosity, whereby we get our model and we can see the value of X and Y stated respectively, as we can see. So any substitution of the density of the sample will get you the wax appearance temperature of a particular model. So to conclude this presentation, we are going to cover two main things: the usefulness of the industry application, which is the first one. So these prediction models can be used by any fields in Peninsular Malaysia at Malay Basin, because these samples were taken in Malay Basin. So by using this prediction model, they can just substitute their densities and viscosity to identify the wax appearance temperature of a particular sample. And coming to the sustainable development, as we understand, one of the pillars of sustainable development is environment, which is very important and crucial. So by dealing with the wax crude oil, okay, it is very important to avoid this from happening, because when we have wax management, this wax have to be deposited, and some of the times they pollute the environment by depositing the wax to the sea. So by managing and avoiding wax from happening, this will help having the sustainability of the environment. So I'll end the presentation here. Thank you very much for listening.